Good afternoon. It's the 8th of October 2022. I'm just trying to solve this dilemma with the squeeze leak, as I call it. So here's the lower stack. I'm filming in portrait because in landscape the sensor tends to pick up the side keys and knock it out of focus, so don't criticise me. Well, not for that anyway. Okay, so this is a standard pad. Well, I say standard, it's one of my standard pads on the original magnet. So if I knock this out of position, as you would when you install it, and then gently close the key, opening and closing it gently, it seals fine. No leak. But then if I squeeze it and release, this front edge is tipped upwards like that. So if I then close it gently, so it just touches, you can see there's a little leak at the front, which I think is being caused by the friction at the pivot point. I can do that and it will still show, if I'm really delicate, it will still show a little leak. Okay, so let's move to these two interconnected keys, push them out to level, close them gently, and they level and seal. Now by squeezing this one, I'm squeezing them both, so I'm pushing really hard down on that now, release, and then just close it. You'll see the one on the left has still got that little leak. But the one on the right, miraculously, stays level. So let's do that again. Out of level, gentle close to level them. This is what you might do when you're setting the horn up, of course. You're not going to squeeze them. That's why the leak didn't come to light until later on. So do that as many times as I like. They're both fine, both sealing, squeeze, and then just got a little leak on the left hand one. And that is really light touch, but you know, it's got to be able to beat any criticism. So why does this one now stay level? Well, that's because of using a PTFE coated magnet, which is in this key cup, but not in this one or this one. And also coating the zinc plated screw head with PTFE. So we've got PTFE dry coating on the screw head, a PTFE magnet, same strength as the original ones, just comes like that, coated. So that may well have solved my problem. As a matter of interest, I've also got a Schmidt self-leveling pad, which, although I thought the friction was going to be quite great, it does actually wobble around. So the little ball pivot in the middle doesn't hold it static, and therefore when you press the key it finds its level on each press, whereas my ones Let's use that PTFE one. They will hold their position, which is why they come down level with the tone hole, so they don't have to find their position each time. Once it's set, I'll squeeze it again just to demonstrate it, then it comes down level. I noticed on the Schmidt pad too that, as Jim freely admits, it does need a level tone hole. You can see just a tiny little leak there. These tone holes haven't been leveled. So again, just a light touch and it's finding its level, but there's still a little leak. That's no criticism of Jim, because he doesn't have the squeeze tilt that I did in the original bare magnet. But as he says, you do need level tone holes. These ones haven't been leveled either, but that might just be luck that they're fairly level to start with, whereas perhaps the D was a little out of kilter. But there you go. So I shall get some better glue for my PTFE magnets, because I'm just holding this in with normal super glue. It's under no great stress to come away, but obviously after repeated bashing it might do. And there is a specialist primer which allows you to then use a glue. So I'll get hold of some of that, but for the time being it seems to work pretty well. On we go.